Okay, what is up everyone? Welcome to another day in the trading bootcamp, and today we're going to talk about something that so many traders do not understand, yet it is one of the most fundamental, most basic thing that traders need to understand. So this is a perfect way of giving you guys a roadmap of what you have to follow in order to become consistently profitable. And it's simply understanding what a trade is. Because if you understand what a trade is, it will be easier to break down the steps of everything you need in order to become profitable. And don't worry, because everything that I'm going to be talking about here, we will be going through the rest of the bootcamp. So you'll have everything you need. So let's check on what a trade is. So a trade is something as simple as direction and execution. Now, some of you might say, well, but that's obvious. But this is where I would say, well, is it? Because so many traders look at some people calling the direction right in the market and saying, well, it doesn't matter because you didn't execute. And I completely beg to differ. Because if all of you are able to call the market consistently, call the direction consistently, if the market moves bearish, you say that the market is moving bearish, or you say that the market moves bearish and the market does move bearish. All that is going to be missing is going to be good at execution. But so many people focus so much on the execution, not understanding that first, if they master the direction, execution will just happen like that. It will be so much easier, because if you understand the direction of the market, the execution is just going to be one little button that you will have to click in order to then profit from the market and profit from your direction. So what a trade is as simple as direction and execution. So a trade is direction. What is direction? Well, a direction, so let's zoom out a little bit. So direction is understanding the daily bias, is understanding the weekly bias, is understanding the power of three, is understanding what the trade is understanding what the trend is understanding market structure, is understanding order flow. Right? So it's all of these things combined that are going to give you a bias. And then this bias is what you will have to base yourself on when you are executing on whatever trade you want to execute on. Because for you, you need to understand the market is going to likely move in one direction today. Well, obviously, we'll have multiple directions because we do need to manipulate traders out, make sure to get some liquidity before moving in the direction that me and you are forecasting. But if you trade in line with the direction that you believe the market is going in, and you let the market then do what I just mentioned, what we will mention on the execution, and we'll mention through the rest of the bootcamp, of waiting for the manipulation, waiting for the liquidity, waiting for market structure to align, you'll notice that the steps to becoming profitable are basically just there on the execution. And so understanding the direction is going to be one of the most important things that we will do, and we'll focus on that a lot in this bootcamp. Because once again, if you don't know the direction, then why are you trading? Right? You need to understand that for you to trade, you should know what direction you are trading, right? Any long and short that you might be taking in the market, right? If you're taking a short, you're basically saying, I believe the market is going down. If you're taking a long, that means I believe the market is going up. But if you have nothing to back up where you believe the market is going, then you don't have direction. So you need to focus on direction number one for you to become profitable. And I don't care about the people that say, oh no, but if you just call the direction, that does not mean you're profitable. Well, yes, calling the direction right is not going to put money in our bank accounts, but calling the direction right is one step closer versus what everyone else does, which is just, oh, I think the market is moving here, execute. They focus so much on the execution, not understanding that execution is fundamentally you betting on a direction. So focus on the direction and you will see your trading get so much better. And so if you want to master direction, you will need to be able to master daily bias, weekly bias, power of three, trend, market structure, and order flow. If you master all of these, and you will be able to, at the end of this bootcamp, you will be a big step closer to becoming a profitable trader. So all of this is going to give you a bias, right? All of this is going to give you a bias. And then it's all about the execution. And in the execution, what you will need is your entry model, good risk management, knowing where to put your stops, and knowing where to put your take profit. So can you see how the execution is the easy part of this whole system? The trading in of itself is betting on one direction. So why are you not focused on direction? So can you understand that the reason I am a profitable trader is not because I'm amazing at executions. It's because I've been good in calling the direction. If you are able to consistently call the direction, it's only a matter of time until you become profitable. So stop focusing on the execution and start focusing on the direction. If you do not know the direction, you are not going to be a profitable trader. You're just trading some beliefs that you have that might not play out, and you won't know why they didn't play out, right? So we'll focus on all of this as we will go through the bootcamp. But this is just basically an introduction to what everything we are going to be talking about next. Because every time I talk about daily bias, every time I talk about weekly bias or a power of 3, I get people commenting, well, but what about the execution? And I need you to understand, it's not about the execution. It is not about the execution. It's all about direction. Master the direction and you will be one big step closer of becoming a profitable trader. So with that being said, now let's go into mastering the direction. Let's go into what's most important in your trading. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Click right here to watch the next one. And if you are struggling with overtrading, then click right here to check out TradeBlocker. Peace.